I'm here today at our glamping dome to celebrate a little early Christmas with my family. We're going to cut down a Christmas tree, we're going to decorate it, we're going to open a couple presents, and we're just going to stay the night in this wintry wonderland. And I hope it's great, and I hope it's not too cold. Look at it here, it's so nice. I just love the snow on top of the trees. It's got to be one of my favorite things of winter. I'm gonna make a fire in here.
Okay.
So it's pretty cold in here. It's like minus 5 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna start by making this fire, and then I'm gonna go out and play. Hopefully when we're done playing, we can come in and the dome is nice and cozy, and we can set up a Christmas tree and open some gifts, and it'll be a lot of fun.
We've made some very important upgrades to our Deco Nano Stove. We got some tools and a heat-powered fan, but the really important thing is we got a fresh air intake kit. This is something I didn't really think about before we looked into wood stoves, but if you've ever looked at a chimney and seen the hot air rushing out of the top, it's a lot of air, and that air has to come from somewhere. What often happens is the fresh air in your building gets used for combustion, and new fresh air has to come in, and it'll come from anywhere it can. So a crack in the door or a crack in the window will basically leak cold air into your building to be used for the wood stove combustion, and then it shoots out the chimney. This is kind of counterproductive because it creates a cool, drafty building while you're trying to heat it. So this fresh air intake kit will supply the stove with nice, cold, oxygen-dense air from outside for combustion, and leave the air inside to warm up nicely from the stove without exiting the building or bringing in new cold air. We also got this fun fire screen for the front of the stove. This lets you run the stove with the door open, and you get to experience the crackling fire without the risk of embers coming out. It's a little counter to the fresh air intake, so we don't leave it in all night, but it's fun to sit in front of.
I see a goose. Climb. Oh, hey. Now we have to do that. Hey, Cottage. Oh, hey. Let's kick. Get me, Cottage.
I'm gonna go first.
I see.
You turn around. Just laughing at my misfortune.
Nummy.
This is the perfect kind of winter day. It's only like minus 5 Celsius, so you can spend tons of time outside, and there's lots of fluffy snow to play in.
Here. Or up between that one.
Yeah, this one's up us.
Tonight it's going to get down to minus 16 Celsius, and we've never actually slept here in that cold of weather, so we're curious to see how that goes.
Here, Alba.
Okay.
I see hang.
It's interesting to see the dome heat up and the snow melting off of it. Places with no insulation, like the window or where the fireplace is heating up the stove jack, it's melting quite a bit faster than the roof, but I'm sure by morning it'll all be gone.
So I admittedly put that flashing on wrong. I put the flashing underneath the framing and it should be over, but it seems to be holding water and I think I'll fix it in the spring. So we're totally off grid here. That means we've got no power, no running water. And on a weekend like this, we've got a fireplace for heat, but we've got some other things that need power. So EcoFlow was kind enough to send us the Delta 3 Max Plus, and this battery is going to power our weekend. We actually brought this from home for the weekend. Normally we'd leave something like this here and just charge it with solar, but solar doesn't really work super well this time of year for a variety of reasons. We just charge this from home and it'll power the whole weekend without any issues. EcoFlow also makes a smart generator that integrates with these. Usually solar is enough for us, but if there's days that have less solar or like a bunch of cloudy days, the battery actually tells the generator when to automatically turn on, and you can set that percentage in an app. So let's say when the battery gets down to 10%, the generator will kick on and you tell it when to turn off in the app, and it's just all automatic. And that just seems really interesting. I'm gonna look into that a little bit, maybe for the summer. But for this weekend, we don't need any of that. This has 2,000 watt hours, and that's more than enough for what we're gonna do. This also took like no time to charge on AC. It took almost an hour, I think. I think it can charge so fast because this has like EV grade full tab LFP batteries. And basically that means they can take more current and they can also discharge more current. They also last a long time. These batteries are expected to last like 10 plus years. So we're gonna heat this place primarily with a wood stove, but tonight we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna try this diesel heater. The idea is that the diesel heater will kick on overnight so that we don't have to wake up and stoke the fire constantly. Tonight's just a test though to see if it can keep up. These diesel heaters are pretty cool. We used to use this in the tent, kind of in the fringe season, and they just sip like diesel, like they hardly use any diesel and they hardly use any power. They run off 12 volts, but they do take a lot of power to start up. And it's more power than like the cigarette lighter in your car can handle, so a lot of batteries can't handle them. This one though has a cigarette plug, like a standard 12 volt plug, but it also has like a 30 amp Anderson style plug, so we're just gonna plug it into that. And it's definitely enough current for the diesel heater, and it should be enough battery to run something like that for a couple days anyways. We also leave a couple things plugged into this battery, like the ceiling lights and the ceiling fan. And we use this to charge devices like phones and batteries and laptops. Later we're gonna use this though for Christmas tree lights and for projecting a movie. We also use the battery for more important things like this.
Yay!
Hey!
If you want to find out more about our new battery, there's a link in the description.
We're on the hunt for a tree. We're gonna find a power line tree. They never get really tall anyways before they have to cut them down, so that's where we're gonna look. Yeah, did you find one? Oh, sleigh. Sure, have fun. Where's the trees?
Something like this one, like the ones between the gaps, it's so much bigger than like this one.
This one had more light probably, so it grew faster. That's what I think. Because it grows one of those rings every year. Creativity, Lex Luthor.
We really like big incandescent Christmas lights, but this string is 175 watts, which is not really off-grid friendly. But you can get LED filament style bulbs for these, and we just replaced each bulb, and now the wattage is 15 watts for the whole thing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow.
You need to open the present. My present.
Is that one yours? Look at your camera. No, I'm not open. All you have to do is lift it. You get two.
What is it? It's heavy. What is it for? Hammers? How do you know what this is? Look at how beefy this is. This is sweet.
It's been so great experiencing our property like this, spending all day outside on a nice winter day, and now we're inside just looking out at the cold from our cozy little snow globe. This dome has really unlocked a whole other season here for us.
One, two, open. Oh!
Whoa.
Whoa.
This has been so special, enjoying this little mini early Christmas with the family. This very well might have to be a yearly tradition.
Hi.
It is really amazing how much this bubble protects us from the outside. The temperature is starting to drop now, and the snow is still melting off the dome, but we don't really feel any cold inside. After some books and projecting this little movie, we put our son to bed, and then we get to play the game that Katrina got for Christmas. Here's to hoping we survive the night at negative 16 Celsius. I'll see you in the morning.
So we survived the night, and now I get to play with my Christmas present.
So I was really hoping the heater would keep up with demand and I wouldn't have to wake up and stoke the fire. But I did wake up and add logs twice because the heater was set to 21 and the screen showed that it had already dropped to 14. I definitely used less wood than last time when we stayed overnight. It was only -4 then, and we used maybe like 2 full bags of wood that night. This time we only stoked the fire a couple times. I know people will install a mini split to handle heating and cooling in a dome like this, but because we're off grid, I think the wood stove and the heater combo are perfect for us. I did notice that we are heating this big tall space above our heads, and you can see in the window that where the ice has started to form, because the blinds were closed overnight, that the ice is only in the bottom half, because as you get higher, the dome gets hotter, so having a fan and circulating the air could greatly improve comfort here. Overall, I'd certainly do this again, and it's been such a massive blessing to be able to spend beautiful days out here in the winter now.